Hey guys, as promised, girl, me and Auntie Savine and my mother Miss Jasmine are doing this Lil Nas review, girl. So stay tuned for some interesting content. Girl, we have a lot to talk about with this video. It's a lot going on and a lot of symbolism. So let me go on ahead and bring my Auntie Savine in on here.
What's
Hey
up, boo?
Auntie.
Hey, honey. I am so excited and ready for this.
Girl,
Oh my God.
we got a lot to talk about.
We do. We do.
And here's my mother Miss Jasmine Divine.
Thank you for having me.
No
I'm
problem, girl.
elated for this. This is just, I got painted just for this.
Yes, girl. We
Right,
made it to the picnic again, girl. We didn't get kicked out.
Yeah. And
girl,
y'all liked my potato salad because it ain't had no raisins.
No raisins in it.
girl, not the raisins, girl. So what we're talking about is Lil Nas's recent video, Montero, "Call Me by Your Name," which his name actually in real life is Montero, so I love that. That's his actual
I didn't know
biological
that.
birth name.
Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so that's his biological birth name. If I'm correct, girl, you know the girls are going to correct me if it's not correct.
Educate, honey.
Come
But
on,
there's
Montero.
and then also Call Me by Your Name is that recent gay film, like coming like that coming
Oh,
out movie, that coming out film.
it's two of them. They made the first one years ago, and then they just made the second one. So it's
Yes,
I
yeah,
completely forgot the symbolism. Okay,
yes. So that's
Wow. I didn't even.
that.
it's
So
a
it's
foreign
like
film. It's really good.
yeah, because they just remade it over here recently. Um, But yeah, so we have a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of symbolism, as we alluded to. There's a lot of great outfits that were going on in this video. A lot of great outfits, a lot of great artistry. So we'll get to the heavier parts later. So we're just going to start off real smooth. Give me 1 second, girl, because again, the girls are mad. I'm personally not mad, but I just had to deal with it. But let's just talk about some of the promotional photos that were going on.
All
With
right.
this. So this is part of the promotional stuff. This is him with red hair, a
My
rose,
God, today.
and kind of like Edward Scissorhands in a way, which I liked. We're not going to do the
Yes.
whole article, but this was what was going on with that. There was also another image that I really liked. Give me a second.
Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh.
So this image right here, baby,
Yes, honey.
this whole
Yes.
thing about this whole Adam and Eve,
And the snake in the garden.
in the snake in the garden, the serpent in the garden. I was taking out what you will see in the video my reaction video when it finally comes out, girl. I was hollering because of how it was like the clothing that Lil Nas has. That's not the prosthetics. How it looks really like serpent like.
Yes.
It's like bedazzled and shit like that. So I really
Yes.
enjoyed that.
Yes.
Girl, that's not what I want. Girl. We're not giving a promotion for Teen Vogue, girl. They have enough money. Give me 1 second here. And I'll just leave this here and we can talk about it.
Okay. Ooh, come on, fruit basket.
For all.
Ooh.
So
Bird Central,
all,
baby. Are the tattoos real?
I'm not No, the tattoos
They're
not
not.
real. They're painted on.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out if I can do this image. If I can like center this image. Guess not, but we'll just keep it like that.
Oh.
Just talk about it. So again, like there was a lot of imagery. I loved the whole, especially this denim outfit.
And the fan, bitch.
The fan. I hollered when he got that fan, and I love the whole like butterfly on his left or right eye, whatever eye on. Then it really gave me a whole bunch of Hunger Games tease.
Yes.
When he was walking out into like the judgment.
And Bridgerton.
Right.
Bridgerton, yeah.
And then gave you like really like Queen Elizabeth
Yes.
vibes, old royalty. vibes.
They had some Lord of the Ring references too.
Right, and like the Greek gods.
Yes.
Referenced in there as well. Again, here's some stills, girl.
Girl, can we talk about the goddess dreads, girl? Not the goddess braids. Yeah. The goddess dreads. Bitch. Right. Come on now.
Evil.
That whole scene right there gave me just fever right there because it was so well put together.
Right, and then this scene right here had me dying because when that serpent licked,
hit all the way down,
to the dead woman belly button, girl, I fucking hollered. I said, "Not the serpents out here." Stuff, bro.
That's what temptation does. That's what temptation does for you, baby. And he had them stiletto nails, baby.
Yes.
So I like that imagery.
Yes, here's the Bridgerton one.
Here's the Bridgerton, and then like the kind of like Hercules, Greek god, like mythos stuff like that. With like the ram's head with the fur and the pink hair, and then
I'm feeling that he actually. And then I'm feeling that he actually took it upon himself to do all of the characters himself, which means it was a lot of thought and effort into that. And then whoever his makeup team is and the outfits and the wardrobe, and the prosthesis and stuff, they got him together.
Eat, baby. They ate, honey. Nobody should have left hungry, baby, because he was feeding the girls.
Speaking of hairstylists, girl, so the hairstylist, their name is Ivani Fraustos. That's the hairstylist that did the over-the-top hairstyles and hair sculptures for the best, from the best of the best at the Detroit Hair Wars. So that's what I'm getting from the Allure website, where I'm getting all these stills from.
Yes.
Just so y'all know. Then another part, I loved like this whole judgment scene.
Yes.
With all the different versions of him and like the different personalities of himself.
Kind of sort of like Spartacus.
Right. And then but the moment that really kicked me was when we got to this part.
Yes.
When that pole came out of nowhere.
Bitch, we should have been able to get just that excerpt of him coming down that pole with like no like music to it, bitch. That would have been everything.
Like, you know how they did in
they gave me Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass.
In like P Valley, you know how P Valley. When we heard Mercedes breathing while she was about to drop all the way down. Like if they did that. That would have made the video.
Oh wait, not Mercedes. It was girl, Mississippi.
Yeah. We heard her breathing before she dropped all the way down.
Yes.
Like, if they put that in this video, that would have took it to a whole nother level.
Can we talk about the hair? The hair was in this while falling down.
The braids, baby, and them pin curls. The pin curls for baby hairs.
Right. Evil. Let me go big to give a better representation of what we're talking about, so you guys aren't confused.
Oh, honey, I can't wait till we talk about that. There it is. Wasn't that it? No.
Yeah, I'm going past it because we're not talking.
Okay, we talk about that yet.
Just yet. Let me see.
I thought you was looking for the one with the. I thought we was looking at the one with the pin curls.
Yeah, top.
I think that was with the braids.
Yeah,
it's with the braids, right?
Yep, I think it should be. Yeah, the braids.
It's
the cornrows.
That one right there.
This one. Yep. Just this one.
Yes, honey.
Okay. Yeah. So I really like the hair for this. That was really good. Oh, here's a better one.
Yes,
you can really see it. That's a better.
I said, oh my God. Yes, God.
So he was eating with that. I was hollering because how the pole appeared reminded me of, again, because I'm a nerd girl. So I thought of Dragon Ball Z when Goku was a baby. Well, not a baby, but when he was younger, before he got taller. And Master Roshi gave him this stick that was like extended to whatever length he wanted it to be.
Okay.
So it would stretch and hit his enemies, like to take down tanks and all the other stuff. So it kind of reminded me of that because it came out of nowhere. So I was like, how the hell does damn pole get all the way up into the atmosphere, girl?
Right.
For him to drop all the way down to hell. So I love that whole transition from this whole like heaven, it's like this little interpretation of heaven or hell that he was going through, and then like him accepting it while he's going to hell. So now we can go down to talk about and this is a good depiction of what was going on, of him dropping down the hill, girl, because I hollered.
Girl, can we talk about the body?
The body was sitting. Okay, I was amazed.
Oh my god! I was like,
okay, Lil Nas.
First of all,
I was like, the cakes is all out, girl.
The fruit basket, girl. I'm like, that was a big edible, girl. I was just like, oh.
Somebody was saying that it looked like it was stuffed.
Girl, believe what you want. But I'm not gonna leave me and my visuals alone, girl. If I want, you can believe it was stuff to help you sleep at night, girl.
Right. But I want to talk about this right before we talk about the whole devil scene, honey. That got the girls really mad.
Oh, girl.
But girl, we're gonna have a good conversation about that. Yes, but this scene right here, I love how everything is happening, like how it makes him look like plasticky, like he's like a Barbie doll. He's giving that like plastic mask about him while he's rising up to heaven. And then you have like the whole angel wings right before he's about to go down to hell. So I really appreciate that, girl. That's not what I want, girl. What the fuck is this?
Toes is horrible.
Right, girl. That looked a mess. But this is what we're talking about now,
oh my god!
It's girl. How he walked. It's how how he walked in. The walls of hell open to him. He got his whole cakes and fruit basket out.
Yes, girl.
While he's strutting and looking like the character him from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, honey. When I tell you, and straddled and split, and I was like, my word. I caught all the references.
Right.
All of them.
Like, girl, you better. I was like, and then especially at that point where he was right in the middle of him, of the devil, and then he was like upside down. And then he had his leg spread. I was like, well, you better do all that. You better. Strip tease.
Okay. Best friend.
He need to be on the next season of Pose doing them splits. I mean,
girl, it won't be next season.
Not Pose, but what you call it?
P
Valley. That's what I was talking about. P Valley. I'm
sorry. Yes, girl.
Pose is over.
It's done.
I'm also loving the trend. I'm really loving the trend of a lot of these videos now where all the girls are really using the stripper poles.
Yes.
In their visuals now. Yep. And it's like now we're gonna have to give credit to who we need to give credit to, because the main girl that has been doing this for a long, long time is FKA Twigs. Honey.
Yep.
FKA Twigs has been doing this stuff with the daggone pole for a long time. Especially for her song Subtle Pain, which is a great song by the way. So make sure that you check that out. That video is amazing. I love this.
So let me ask you a question while we're talking about that. Why is it that it's being said that he ripped off her style for his video? Why would they use such a strong word of rip versus inspired by? Because a lot of things that's done, other artists will use as inspiration in their videos too. I hate when they do that. I hate when they say something was ripped off. Just because one person does it doesn't mean it can only be done by that one person. Hell, all the people out there wearing lace front wigs, colorful wigs, long wigs, are you ripping that off of somebody, or are you being, are you just being creative with your style?
I feel like this is my personal opinion, but I feel like you can get mad. You can feel like something's inspired when it's like you're not doing it in a way like you started this whole movement and this is what I've been doing for my whole career and blah 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 blah. Like nobody was else was doing it before you or was in the atmosphere doing it as well. That's where I feel like it's not inspired. I feel like you're just taking it and acting like you just did it all by yourself.
Do you feel like that's what happened in this video?
I don't feel like Lil Nas would ever do that to somebody else.
I don't feel like that's what he did.
For me. So I feel like again, this is fans. Fans tend to make everything bigger than it usually is.
Because I definitely like with me, if we're taking and just talking about concepts and different things like that, like a lot of the mainstream artists nowadays are taking and ripping off the gospel era by taking and doing runs and manipulating runs and different things like that. A lot of mainstream artists never did that from country on up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cute to pay homage to people, but I don't think that we should be using like it's really nothing new under the sun because one thing from the other, like you can trace it back to someone else that's done it before you. So other than if it's a new technology that's been used or something to that effect, I don't agree with that. But I get, I do get it. People feel strongly about what people feel strongly about. And like you're saying, I think a lot of different things come from fandemoniums and they rage war with each other. And of course, fans are going to have a different aspect and a different opinion. Thank you. That's a good word. A different opinion on who originated this or who did this or who did that or whatever. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I personally, I like the video. I like the concept behind it and I enjoyed it. And it's showing another part of him as growth. And then as him being a director of his stuff, is showing him actually maturing into his art form. And it's not just, he wasn't just a one-hit wonder like a lot of people at first played him out to be.
Right. And that's what I was even saying when I first got into this video. I was like, if he does what he did for Holiday, which we did reaction to before, so check that out.
That song.
We loved that song, and we loved the whole aspect of the video because of what he did. So I was like, if he does that again with this song, I'm gonna love it all the way. Hold on, let me 1 second. So, because it's gonna be easier, and he will be coming back. People, just to let you know, she will be back. She's just busy, so this is gonna be better. So let's talk about this. So what happened in the video at the end is that Lil Nas X decided that he wanted to take over the throne from the devil because he snapped that child's neck and then took his horns and then grew these wings that look amazing, by the way. Again, the CGI, a lot of CGI, the CGI was impeccable. Nothing felt like out of place at all. It was really well done. But at this portion is where we get into the backlash.
Yeah, I think it's a whole bunch of foolishness that people are trying to, especially in the Black community.
Right.
We're so hell bent on, and I use that term loosely or whatever, but we're so hell bent on trying to condemn somebody else. We're not looking at the artistry that somebody else is taking and putting forth. And that's just his own interpretation. And I enjoyed it. And I really feel like in a sense, it was an homage to a lot of the stereotypes that they take and they say to someone of queer descent, First thing they do is they condemn you to hell without getting to know you, know your story, don't know if you are a Christian or if you're spiritual or whatever. First thing they do is they put you in hell. They know nothing about you. So it irritates me. And I really feel like whenever he did the whole going to the hell and he broke this neck, is that was his way of finding redemption. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's in a sense, if you think of how it was said in the Bible that Jesus is the only person that went to hell, grabbed the keys of death from, the devil. So that was his homage onto taking and looking at it like that. But people are going to have their opinions from now to the last day on time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's ridiculous to me.
And also, it's interesting again how easily we forget. Because like there's been plenty of artists that have done this type of theme and done their own interpretations of it before, and they've gotten backlash for the same thing. We have Madonna when she did what was it
Like a prayer.
like a prayer
Mm-hmm.
and her stuff, and that was banned in the U.S. for I think like a few years. At some point, it was banned for the visuals that she was giving. Again, it was giving her own
Yeah, you
interpretation.
can only take and see when that video first came out. From what I understand, you can only take and see that video by basically underground or bootleg, as we would call it today.
Mm-hmm. So it's happened before. He's not the first one to do this, and he's not going to be the last because everybody has their own interpretations of the Adam and Eve story. However, him being the first out gay rapper that is mainstream, him doing this sets a whole different precedent
Mm-hmm.
onto what is going on in the industry. And he's back, y'all.
Hi, sorry about
So
that.
so we're talking about we just got done talking um, about how the whole controversy started
Oh
with this
yes,
whole
God.
scene girl. So what are your thoughts on that?
So I feel like this, and I do apologize for stepping away.
Mhm.
I didn't want you to capture all that noise on your live. But here's the thing. So what people have said about the community all these years is that we were going straight to hell. So I love the fact that he took control of it. We're going to hell, okay, like we've done in every other space that we've been in artistically. We go there, we take over, we turn it out, and
Right.
it becomes ours. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna go and I'm gonna do what I do with everything else. I'm gonna have the devil and I'm gonna take his place because I
Right.
got the power. So I like it. I like it.
Mhm.
You know, people feel like they have a place they want to put us in. Well, let's show us how we gonna go and redecorate it.
Right. And
That
I
was
feel like
exactly what I was saying.
and I
Mm-hmm.
really feel like it kind of and again I hate when people do this, but I hate when people bring in children
Yeah,
to aspects of again, this is part of you being a parent and
it is.
you doing what you need to do with your parents. We've had the same thing with Cardi B and Megan did their video
Yes.
for a while.
Yes.
Cardi B even with her own child, when
Yeah.
her child was walking into her live, was like, "Girl, let me shut this off because she doesn't need to be listening to this at her young age." So if the artist is doing that for her own child and that's her own song with her friend,
Let's be very clear.
you should be doing that for yourself. And
Let's
again,
be
children will do what they want to do, but you
yeah.
can. It's your
Nas is
daughter.
not trying to be he's not trying to raise your children, honey. He's being an artist. This is his craft. So
Right.
there that's why we have ratings. That's why we have, PG-13, rated R, general audience ratings. You need to step into your place to be the parent and we have all these tools through electronics today because we live in 2021. So we have a lot of things they didn't have in our age where we can control what they see.
Amen.
Right.
Okay, so
Mhm.
control the visuals they have access to directly. Now, as kids, we still go see we want to see. We go to our friend's house and see it.
Right.
So let's talk about this though too for a hot second. So with the
Mhm.
same thing, if it was a person that was quote unquote straight or not of the queer, if he was straight and he had a whole bunch of ladies dancing around him, I'm not going to use the terminology that most people associate. Had a bunch of
Vixens.
video vixens dancing
Video
around him,
vixens.
and he was
Mhm.
portrayed as the devil, or he was portrayed as the serpent, and he kissed them and did all these different things. It would not
It
be
would be
no kind
nothing
of
said.
issue.
It
But
would.
because it's a person that is
Mhm.
queer and this person is out, this person does not give two flying what's about what a person think about him. There's an
Okay.
issue with it because now his artistry is taken not as over powered by his sexuality instead of separating the two and letting one
Yeah.
be one and the other one being other. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like you were saying, like if you don't want your child to see certain things, be the parent. You have the parental guides that you can take and set for. It's only allowed to a certain age bracket, like the
Correct.
PGs, the PG-13s, the rated
Correct.
mature, and then the rated Rs. You know what I'm saying? You can go into that and you can set that stuff up, but don't be upset and mad for somebody doing their artistry. And I just, before we did the live, I had a big blowout with a couple of members of my family, especially the people in the church, without even looking at it and seeing it for what it is. The first thing they want to hop on and do is they want to condemn you and put you in hell, but don't know anything about you.
First of all, don't nobody have a heaven or hell. We are not that wealthy to have a heaven or hell to put anyone in. It is not our place. You can have an opinion, but it is not our place. And let's be very clear, you don't know what's going to happen on Judgment Day.
Right. And also, girl, you might be doing all these things that you feel like you're doing to get to heaven, girl, and the Lord
still be neighbors with me,
and still be neighbors with the girls.
Well, and I can't say with me because you might be there and I might not, because I work from my heart and not from a place of hate and discrimination. You understand what I'm saying?
Or a place of obligation.
So, you know, I like the video. I like what he did with it. I like he took a risk. You know, it's funny how we watch the contest shows, the RuPaul drag races, the vocals, the masked singers. And they always say, take risk. Don't be boring. Give us something different. And then when somebody does, because it's not,
oh no,
it's not the conform. Oh no, that's too much. How is it too much? If you can sit there and you can watch people being murdered on television, I'm sorry, it is the most general thing that is accepted to watch on TV today, being murdered on television. And they're giving you the gory details of the murder. Oh, honey, you can watch this video. No problems, girl.
Right.
Or
no problem.
You can sit there and you can watch a video with them taking in booty shaking and halfway naked, and all that you see is a piece of string that's hiding a hoo-ha from the whole public. But that's okay. But you can't see somebody sliding down a pole.
Well, that's because he threw it in their face. People don't like to be confronted. The people that are judging don't like to be confronted about their judgment because it put it in their face, you know? So I love the video. I give it 15 thumbs up. Okay. Nas, thank you for doing it. Thank you for being unafraid to be yourself unapologetically. And thank you for opening doors for other people, you know?
And if you do see this, just know you have fans and supporters here. And if you ever want to come and spill the real tea behind it, I got you.
We're here. You can meet me at the Save On Experience on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Xylem Artist on Instagram and YouTube, honey. Jasmine Divine at Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So we're more than happy to talk to you. There's no platform too small or too big.
Right.
Period.
Pun intended.
And speaking of something that he knows how to do very well when it comes to backlash, here's going to be some Twitter statements. We have Miss Candace Owens. And some governors.
We've turned George Floyd, a criminal drug addict, into an icon. We are promoting Satan shoes to wear on our feet. We've got Cardi B named as a woman of the girl. Shut it up. Candace gets on my, you heard it from me. You get on my nerves, girl. Shut it up.
Hypocrite
Central.
Hypocrite Central, girl. That's really what it is. Hypocrite Central. And you just see at the end, call me by your name, outsold,
baby. And as of yesterday, when I watched it, it was less than 72 hours being out on YouTube alone on his Vivo page, and it was already at 17 million views. Boo. Candace, how about you get some views to match?
And now there's a lot of other things, but I'm also going to bring in some positive things at the end. But I do want to do a fair review, because I think we should be fair when we do things, even if we agree with what happened in the video. Things might have got misconstrued or whatever is going on, but this whole situation with
the Satan shoes.
So I didn't hear about this until a long time after the video. Now, would I be promoting Satanism and blah 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 on my merchandise? No, personally. But personally, I don't believe that he was in promotion, was like, oh, let's promote a shoe about Satan and tell everybody that it has it has Satan's blood in it and blah blah blah. I don't believe he was promoting it like that. I believe it just got out of hand.
I mean, yeah.
Go ahead.
I really feel like everybody has a gimmick, and when you have a gimmick sells. Let's be real.
Here's the thing: you're saying he's going to hell anyway, and then he's of the devil. So I mean, it's just like any other brand. Take lemons and make lemonade out of it. Now nobody can force you to buy them.
Right. And that's how I thought.
But when they sell out, they sell out.
When they sell out, they sell out, and he ain't made them buy it either. So this is gonna get me onto something else. It's amazing how they want to come at him for this, yet this is not that video. But in other instances where people are doing some really mucked up things, it's patriotism. They're being patriots. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say it, because
no, that's all I'm gonna say. You can storm through and break down and
destroy.
Destroy
lives at risk.
Deface government property and vandalize it, and you were being a patriot. Girl, bye. Quit taking things so seriously. It's so funny how they want to take the littlest things serious, but big things that actually affect people's lives, they want to minimize. Girl, listen, I buy Air Max 97s and 95s all the time. They're my favorite shoe. I don't necessarily want a pair of Satan shoes, so I will not be buying those, and that's my purchasing right. However, if it's on the shelves and they get sold out, what is that telling you? There's some hypocrites on here who say that they wouldn't, and they actually would.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's how you do it. Whether you promote it or not, that's how you get your message out there. I won't be getting those.
I won't be getting them personally because of this whole Satanism thing.
Exactly. I don't condone that.
Other than that, I don't have.
I just may get it just to be so it's a collector's items, and then they take and turn around and sell it to the highest bidder. Because they're gonna sell out.
Girl, I'm not doing it. I ain't even for lie. I'm gonna take that $200, honey. Give me some Save-On experience, honey. Air Max 97s, girl. Because it's all about me. They say that I'm vain, girl, and I'm narcissistic. So, girl, we're gonna do it like that, girl.
Rich.
I'm not. But out of your mouth to God's ears, thank you. I receive it in the name of Jesus.
Girl, she's rich, girl.
She's not. She's rich. She's really not, girl. She's not.
Really rich, girl.
She's not, girl.
She's really rich.
She's not. But thank God, we're speaking it as though it was. Thank you, God. We claimed that in 2021.
Yes.
But like I said, I want to end as we get closer to the end of this video. I do, again, like I said, favorite review.
Yes.
Give me a second as I get it set up here. So again, we don't always see this all the time, especially when it comes to queer Black artists. But we are seeing this a lot more frequently, which I'm very happy about. So I'm going to put this on here. Give me a second. So we have people giving support. Big Sean is praising for his creativity and confidence in the Montero visual. And then here's Lil Nas talking about his favorite part in the video. But I really appreciate this. What's your favorite part of the video? And Big Sean says on Instagram, their creativity and confidence to do you fully is my favorite part. Keep it rocking. And I appreciate that because we don't always see that enough in the Black community specifically.
Amen.
I can't talk about any other community.
See, that's gonna make me go and join his Instagram just because of that.
I have always loved Big Sean's music.
I've always loved Big Sean. I've always loved him as a person from, again, what we see of him.
You have to break barriers.
But I always appreciate him because he's never been somebody that, again, from what we see, that has been against other artists or people being who they are. So I really appreciate this.
I think people need to take the bigger picture thought process to this. You're breaking down barriers. So, the more you break down what people say you can't do, the more creative you can be. So from an artist perspective, if you are truly an artist, and you've been up against the big machines that you wanted to do something really creative and maybe nothing, along these lines, but all artists have things they want to do to be bigger and bolder in their lane and on their platform and constantly being told, no, it won't sell. You need to praise artists who have really bucked the system, and you see that it actually didn't backfire, that it actually worked. That opens a space for you to be more creative so that the company and the machine can take more risks freely with you and your art. So if you don't think about it any other way, think about it that way. You know, when you put restrictions on one, you put restrictions on all. It will it will affect you. Trust me.
Right. And I really want to give shouts out to not only him, but to one of the pioneers that's been doing it like this for a long time, Missy Elliott, because a lot of people took and shunned her when she used to do a lot of her stuff because her stuff was ahead of the curve. And in a lot of aspects, he is a male version of Missy Elliott for us because he's doing something outside of the box that nobody's really not thinking of. And his visuals is just like how, if you think you go back and you look at Super Duper Fly, how she used to do, and like I'm a big Missy Elliott person, so Super Duper Fly, they thought she was completely insane on the way that she took and she shot the video and stuff. It was ahead of the time. It was very controversial. Oh, and you know, she was a big girl, so they don't want big girls on TV screens and stuff like that. If she was, she only supposed to be shot from the neck up. So I give kudos to where kudos is. Let's be real. It wasn't that long ago.
Right. It wasn't that long ago. And then you could even say how far we've come from with a lot of things. That's not too far. But with Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl.
Right.
And we see how she was treated. She was blacklisted from the industry because they were trying to protect a white man. Yes, I said it. I'm sorry if your feelings are hurt, but to protect a white man's career.
And nothing happened that hasn't happened with any other artist in wardrobe function, misfunction, on purpose, whatever. Like, girl. Yeah, that type of girl. We gotta stick this up. This is a whole nother line. That is not okay. But hashtag Me Too, things that are being done to women behind the scene is okay. Girl, get out of my face with that.
Right. But we are ending this video. I really enjoyed this conversation we've had about this video. Make sure you guys hit us up in the comments with your comments as well, because we like to talk in the comments as well, girl.
Yes.
And make sure that you guys hit that like button, subscribe button to not only my channel, but my Auntie Savon's channel from the Savon Experience, and Miss Jasmine Divine. They also have programs on their channels if you guys want to actually join their membership. So if you guys want to talk about that quickly, go
definitely ahead. Thank you for that. You can definitely find me, the Savon Experience, on YouTube or Savon1111. Search either, my page will come up, and Instagram as well as Facebook. I have shows every Saturday at 8 p.m. And then I collaborate also on Tuesdays with the infamous Chi Chi from the House of Hinton and the T.S. Madison Experience show. We have Topic Tuesdays. You can follow us there as well. And I'll hand it over to my girl, Miss Jasmine Divine.
Right.
Well, I like to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this again, because last time we did this, it was over 2K views. So let's get those 2K views.
Right, let's see if we can do it again, honey.
Yes.
What did Kelly say? And You Changed. Ladies, you want to do it again?
Ladies, you want to do it again?
Right.
Yes.
But I thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. And like Savon was saying, I do have 2 shows. I have them on Sundays, which is the Cool Down with me. You can find me at Jasmine Divine, the way it's spelled on the screen, or just replace the S with the Z, and you got me. So you can take and find me on
I like that tag. Mm-hmm. Yes, you need to coin that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I do have 2 shows. The Night of the Shade, which is on Tuesday nights, and then Entrepreneur Thursday. So I do that like once a month, every now and then. And then, like Savon, also I collaborate with her. I collaborate with the one and only Silent Artist, which we're part of. And I do offer memberships onto my channel also. So you come there, you get exclusive content, exclusive lives with me, behind the scenes stuff. You get my shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but I didn't. So, you just come on through and you're going to see something different. And again, Lil Nas, if you do see this,
yes,
you're
Lord.
being a pioneer right now. They said all the stuff that they're talking about you, they said it about Missy Elliott, and look at her career.
Baby. And your coin ain't gonna stop. Trust.
At all, girl. Because the people that are talking the most will buy your shit the most.
Girl. They still mad. They still mad at you. The fact that they didn't know what they know about you now, honey. When Old Town Road came out, baby, that's what they really mad about. Keep doing you. God created this lane in this space for you that can't nobody take from you.
Amen.
And then nobody.
Something a wise person told me at the bottom, that God doesn't give you a vision without giving you the substance in order to get down that vision. So keep pressing on to what you're doing. That's my twist onto what she told me.
It's time.
But does not give you a vision that you cannot handle.
There you go.
And when he calls, he qualifies. So you do it.
Right. Amen, honey. That's a good place to end. Thank you guys for coming on to my channel again. Please, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button on all of our channels. Thank you guys again. Hit us up in the comments, and we might do even more of these videos if you guys get these views up, baby.
Get them up. Get them up.
Get them up. Start commenting. Do what you want to do.
Ride till I can't no more.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
So thank you guys again. Bye.
Bye.